Hey everyone, welcome back to World of Warcraft Classic Fresh and our Orc Hunter. I appreciate you joining me today, and I hope you are all doing well. Today we are back in Desolace, currently running right past Cormac's hut on the eastern side of the zone. And we are going to start with the genocide of the Magrim Centaur in the south. Let's go ahead and get started with that. I'm going to pass by the Kolkar here. But that is not who we need for today. So we figured out we got to kill about 50. I think we've already killed like 2 or 3. So somewhere in between 45 and 50 that we need to kill. Hopefully we pick up some pretty cool stuff. When you tend to kill humanoids, you tend to drop a lot of like gray and white weapons or pieces of gear, and hopefully that will sum up to a hefty amount of vendor gold for us. And once we deal with the Magrim, if we have time, we're going to want to deal with the demons in the north. We'll start in the northeast with the Satyr, and then we'll head over to the northwest afterwards to collect the demon box and infuse our burning gems. Up some green mail boots, it looks like. Thick scale sabatons of defense. These seem pretty useless, if I had to guess. Defense doesn't seem like a very great skill to have on lower level gear. I'm sure that it makes more of a difference at level 60. But I imagine we're probably just going to end up vendoring these. I'll hold on to them for now. But I have a feeling they are not going to be worth a whole lot. Let's get that buff food back up and running. There's some of that mystery meat. We saw a recipe in the previous episode that could use this, but we've kind of outgrown that recipe already. I think it's a pretty good one if you didn't go for the Soothing Turtle Bisque quest over in Hillsbrad. But I feel like that quest is so accessible and the bisque is so good. Just turtle meat's just a lot more available. That I don't really see much points, but maybe it'll sell for something on the auction house. I'm sure there are players out there that do go down that route instead. Alright, and we are here in Magrim Village. Doesn't seem very big, but I guess we didn't really explore it too much. Maybe it does go further south than we might think. Looks like it kind of occupies this whole space here, and then the Gelkiss, I imagine, are, yeah, over here. They've got like some sort of crater, maybe a cave. Whereas the Magrum here are kind of positioned in this little lake, pond perhaps. It's not that big. Yeah, we're gonna lay waste to this entire village, and maybe we'll find some treasure chests or something along the way. Can't imagine that there are too many players trying to do either of these quests, honestly. Actually in quite a rough spot here. A little bit sloppy. Ended up pulling more than what we anticipated. That's alright. Let's get healed up. Used a potion by accident, but that's alright. We have not been using these potions anyway, so these are actually pretty outdated at this point. Pretty sure we can get a much higher version from the auction house pretty quickly. And here we go, a solid chest. Beautiful. Maybe there'll be more as well as we explore the rest of the village. Fortunately, that healing potion is even worse than what we currently have, so that's not good. Didn't get a whole lot from that, so maybe it was already looted by another player. And they just kind of like left the junk. Looks like we do have another player here, but I believe that is a human. Not going to be super helpful. Oh, this one's tough. Magrum Pack Runner. Got a couple of hyenas with him as well. I wonder if they count towards the reputation. We can give it a shot. We'll drop a trap, just in case we pull some stuff. But Ripper, our buddy here, is going to be suffering quite a lot. Let me see if I can pull this one off at least. Get him into the trap. Oh, of course, he resisted. He'll rip her up a little bit. This one's going to be very close, though. And we just barely made through that. Yeah, we have not had we've not had challenges like this in quite a long time. But this is exactly what we're built for as hunters, so. And it does look like killing those bone paws actually did count. Yeah, so that they are labeled as Magram's clan centaur. You know, despite just being beasts. That is good. Some more mystery meat. And stuff to skin. Starting to see heavy leather much more consistently now. Now that we're fighting stuff in like the mid-30s. We're starting to see quite a few people here now, too. Wonder which one is more common. The Magram or the Gelkis Alliance quest. The Gelkis are very close to, you know, Shadow Prey, so I guess that's like a good thing. But at the same time, the quest to pick up the actual Alliance itself, and the choice that you make is picked up in the middle of the zone, which is closer to the Magram. Alright, nothing here to interact with. So we're going to have to swim back to the other side. Let's take a look at how far we've gotten. We're 2,300 out of 3,000. Still got a ways to go. Oh, looks like we got the Khan in here. See if we can steal him. Steal him from the Alliance. Don't have a quest for him yet, but I imagine we would. I'm just curious to see if he actually gives us more reputation if we take him out. So far we've been getting 20. Con Gen, we get 25. Not much of a boost. But I suppose it's something. He's a little bit more difficult to kill than the others too, so not really sure how worth it that is exactly. Doesn't really help us either. It just makes a reputation numbers look awkward. That extra 5 in there. And he doesn't drop anything of note either. Sure, he'll be a quest objective at some point though, and hopefully this quest line does go somewhere. Hopefully it offers us a piece of gear or something. guys are slowly but surely starting to become more and more hostile now. Should be hitting level 36 here at any moment. We'll get those first 2 new pieces of gear equipped. That's why I'm holding off on trying to regenerate our mana with the sweet nectar. So we'll get a full free mana bar. There we go. Beautiful, level 36. So we're going to have to remember to pick up some new abilities at some point. I guess I'm not in like a super rush. I didn't check to see what we would get at 36, but I'm sure it can wait, whatever it is. We don't have anything major. Most of the damage that we deal really comes from our pets anyway. So I'm not too concerned about it. Let's get that next talent point in, though. And we're going to keep going down Frenzy. I mean, Frenzy is just way too good. It's going to cause our pet to do even more damage. Alright, let's get those 2 pieces of gear on as well. The Nightscape Tunic and the Nightscape Headband as well. Headband is a little bit, you know, just a little less, I guess a little less visual than the Hunter headdress. I do like the headdress a lot. I think it's really cool to have the feathers coming out behind the ears, but this is certainly better. We're trading all that spirit for just pure stamina, getting a little bit of extra armor, a little bit of extra agility. And then as far as the tunic goes, we are sacrificing just a tiny bit of stamina and spirit for like tons of agility. Definitely a lot more stats there. Definitely a new look. Always enjoy that. We've had these pants for a while. I'm looking forward to replacing those pretty soon too. And yeah, so those are going to get vendored. These boots are probably going to get vendored as well. Starting to run a little bit low in inventory, but I think we'll be okay based on the other quests that we have to complete. There aren't too many collect quests that we have to go through right now. Alright, sit down again. Get our food buff back up. And we're past the halfway point. I think we started at 2,000 out of 3,000. Now we're at 2,500. So probably got roughly 20 to 25 more of these things to kill. So very possible that we could be spending the majority of the episode on this one. But that's okay with me. We're gaining tons of experience out of this. Pause for a quick moment, let Ripper eat his meal. Let the full effect take place. We don't have to feed him too much. Looks like we have some training points too. So we'll probably pick up Shadow Resistance. Shadow and Arcane are pretty rare, I feel like, but I feel like we would see Shadow a little bit more. Especially if we're dealing with demons in just a little bit. Got another pack runner here, but he's only got one doggy with him at the moment. I'll let him kind of walk through the camp. Just a little bit too much going on over here. We'll let the night elf over there deal with him. And we've cleared out this side, so now we're looking to head back to the other. Looks like these ones are available. We're definitely picking up a decent amount of silk, which is nice. So we'll look to convert that pretty soon. Oh my goodness. Wasn't expected to be chased down by these guys. Luckily the other bone paw didn't wasn't a part of that pull, otherwise that would have been a little bit tough. Just enough mana to get through fairly safely though. Let's take another quick look at our reputation screen, and we are very, very close. We only need like 5 more, probably. So that's good. Took about half an hour, which is, I think, pretty good time. We skipped a bit ahead here. We are entering the evening hours now. Had to step away from a bit just for a quick moment, but we are back. Let's kill the rest of the magrum that we need, and then we can move on. Looks like we got some more company. It's different this time around. Looks like a orc shaman or a warrior. Don't think we need to team up at this point. Shouldn't be too many more kills to go. Then we'll have to see where this alliance relations quest line takes us. Awesome, perfect. We are now friendly with Gelkis and hostile with Magrums. They should be read to us now. Yes, they are. Let's make sure that the quest is completed. It is. Awesome. Very cool. Alright, so let's try to find our way back to the main road. And I don't know, maybe I guess we'll try to complete that quest. Oh, that's going to be all the way back. So we have to speak with one of the Gelkis leaders for that one, actually. But let's turn in the named NPC we took out from the Kolkar clan. And we'll see if there's any follow-ups with that. Kind of doubting it, but we'll see. Now, I've been seeing chats all over the place for people looking for Rexar. Rexar typically does patrol around the entire zone of Desolace. I think he even goes into Feralis a little bit. I'm not sure how deep into Feralis he actually goes, but I think he does go in there at some point. Yeah, I'm curious. I just thought Rexar was somebody that just kind of walked around. I didn't realize that he had some sort of quest associated with him. It would make sense that the quest would be Horde side, since he is hostile to all Alliance. But yeah, maybe one of these quest lines will eventually have us look for him as well. In all honesty, it's just crazy to see general chat actually being active in a zone like Desolace. This is, you know, quite a few, it's been like a few months so far since these anniversary realms have been up as of the recording of this video, and it's just really crazy to see how many people are still into it. Bring 15 centaur ears, 2 Felgar, 2 cuts. Interesting. I feel like we're working backwards here. I don't care which clan you hunt, blah blah blah. So this would have been nice to have while we were killing the Magrum. Ooh, interesting. So we do... It looks like we're going to get some glove upgrades out of this. Braced handguards. 7 agility, 7 stam. What do we have now? We have the toughened leather gloves. Yeah, so I guess that makes sense. It's been... We've had these for 14 levels, so... that's cool. We're going to replace our blue with a green, but I think it's about time. Alright, so yeah, it looks like we're going to be hunting some more centaur. That is fine with me. Getting a little bit sidetracked here from our original mission, but that's kind of what Classic's all about, honestly. Constantly getting sidetracked with brand new things that I have not experienced before. Or if I have, it's been probably 16, 17 years since I have. So yeah, we'll go back to the Kolkar. I think we should have enough time. Oh, so look at that. We got some thick leather. That's the first thick leather we've skinned so far. Suppose we could have dropped some of this off. Maybe we should. Let's go back and vendor some of this stuff. Because I don't think I'm going to be turning in the quests at Ghostwalker Post right away once we head north. We're going to be making a pretty long trip once we decide to deal with the satyrs and the other demons. Hello there, Murin. I'll sell you some things. Soft bushy tail. What could this be used for that would make it worth something on the auction house? Apparently it's worth something to somebody. So we'll go ahead and check that out. We have to be very mindful of our arrows. It's actually kind of a big deal right now. So I think, and we are 36 too, so we can pick up some new abilities. So I think what we're going to do is try to wrap up these Centaur bracers. We'll see if we can get them all, and then I think we'll hearth back to the crossroads. We'll fly to Thunder Bluff, and we'll do some maintenance. Usually good for us to do every couple episodes or so. We avoided the main road this time. Got some stuff that we're running into, but we should be arriving back at the coal car grounds shortly. Alright, we're back at Coal Car Village. See some dead bodies already. So we are not alone. Quests, this is probably a quest that we don't need a group for, since we're looking for actual items. But this should go a little bit quicker than with the Magrum, since these guys are going to be a lot lower level. I say a lot, but it's like a level or two. It's still a lot. I'm going from green to yellow, or yellow to green, I should say. Hopefully the drop chance for these bracers isn't as bad as with the coal car in the Barrens. So far it's looking like it. We collected 15 Centaur bracers as one of the first quests that we did with Rethgar Deathgate, or is that his name? Regthar, or something like that. Over at that outpost. Yeah, this place is pretty crowded at that too, so... So we'll do our best. We're probably not going to get all of them, but we'll be sure to hearth back to the crossroads, take a quick flight to Thunder Bluff in a little bit. Yeah, my goodness, this place is crowded. Might be best just to deal with the Magrum again. Of course, we chose to pick the game back up during primetime hours, so... but wow, yeah, take a good look at all the players that we've been seeing so far, because you will probably never see this again, or at least not for a long time. Not until the classic servers come out. Okay, like 4 or 5 years from now, or whatever it is. however often they choose to do the cycle. It might be every year for each expansion, so who knows. Maybe it'll be only like 3 or 4 years. Alright, there's our first centaur ear. It only took about 3 or 4 to get it. Had a decent amount show up on the outskirts, and yet still only 1 ear. Yeah, so I think when we return from our trip, we might want to deal with the magrum again instead. Things are a little complicated, I guess, because I would like to... Well, then again, when we return, we're going to return to Shadow Prey, so we can actually turn in the quest with the Gelkis, or Alliance Relations. And that would be perfect, because then we can pick up any follow-ups that might, you know, end up dealing with killing more magrum. And we can collect our ears along the way. Got 3 in a row there. That's pretty good. Oh, of course, they're all like starting to hyper spawn in now. We're gonna kill a few more, and then I think we'll make the trip back. We've done a lot of killing today. Alright, I think that's gonna do it. At least for the time being. Let's get back to the crossroads. We'll save this scroll of strength for our pet when we return. Let's check our mail real quick. Surprised that we haven't been able to sell this silver thread armor for intellect 11 spirit. I guess 4 intellect is not like a lot.
Blood and thunder.
People want of the eagle pieces, I suppose, with the intellect stam combo. And spirit without the stamina is probably not as useful, I suppose. So we've tried to post this like 4 or 5 times, so I'm just going to vendor it, I think. And we've got a lot of arrows to restock up on. the next arrow that we can get, I forget what it's called, but it doesn't come until level 40, I believe. So we can stock this up back to full, but when we hit like level 38, 39, we'll start thinking about holding off on restocks, since we'll be using a new arrow shortly enough. And yeah, we're going to check the auction house prices too. Hopefully some of this stuff has increased. It's been a while since I've run an actual scan, so I have no idea what these are worth anymore. It's always funny how wool is, just over the course of WoW's history in general, is typically sold and has been worth more than silk. I guess silk is just easier to get, has always been my assumption. I've never gone out of my way to like farm cloth necessarily, especially in vanilla, so, but I suppose there's some truth to that. Maybe the 20 to 30 range, which is usually where you would find your wool, maybe there's just not too many humanoid enemies to pull it from or something. Particularly for the Alliance side, I'm sure. You know, the Horde get the Hillsbrad Fields, which is like a gold mine full of wool, and the mine, of course, to the south. But I'm not sure what the Alliance would use with their cloth. Man, could you imagine what Desolace would look like if it, kept... I imagine at one point it looked just like Mulgore, and I can just imagine how pretty it would look. Yeah, man, Mulgore and Thunderbluff have made such a turnaround for me. They used to be like, it's kind of like a meme almost way back in the day that Thunderbluff and Mulgore were just like the worst out of all the major cities or starting zones for all the races, and now I like could not disagree more with that. I love being in this zone and in this city so much. Easily my favorite Horde city, despite Undead being my favorite race. As much as I love Undercity and even the classic Orgrimmar. The Thunderbluff has really just made a lasting impact on me as I've gotten older. Alright, so we're going to go after the Hunter abilities first. And then I think we'll get the arrows. Look at the auction house real quick. I think we're getting some pet-related stuff, if I'm not mistaken. Gonna need training points, though. Fortunately, we just spent a bunch of them on resistances. Oh, I went to the wrong rise. Sorry, druids. Didn't mean to disturb you. Guess we might be getting the arrows first. Though I think the vendor might be on middle rise, might be a level lower. So yeah, no, we'll go to Hunter Rise first. And let's see what kind of quest we have here. We have Compendium of the Fallen that we can pick up. I don't know what that's for. So maybe we should check that out, because it is yellow. And then here in Hunter Rise we have Deadmire, level 45. Maybe a Marauding quest?
Peace, friend.
Deadmire. Where is Deadmire? Dustwallow.
We
Okay.
shall...
Must be the higher end of Dustwallow. So we can already go to Dustwallow and do some stuff as it is.
What brings you here?
Alright, what do we have here? Amend pets. Yep, we're about to spend a lot of gold. Just gonna hurt a little bit, but that is okay. Let's get Serpent Sting. Let's get Arcane Shot. Viper Sting is a really cool PvP ability, and it is not, I am not interested in picking it up right now. And then what do we have here for survival? Nothing that I care about. Explosive Trap. This could be fun. It's, we'll spend it. We'll spend the 1 gold. I think Explosive Trap just seems fun. It's not even necessary. There's a lot of, I would love to pick up most of these abilities and just use them just kind of randomly, just for fun.
Eternal sun
I really do like doing that. I just really also really want that mount. I just want to get the mount related stuff out of the way so I don't have to think about it anymore. So we can get these new ranks up and running. So we definitely got some good upgrades this time around. And survival is just Explosive Trap, I believe. Which places a trap that explodes, causing around 100 to 130 fire damage and 150 additional fire damage over 20 seconds to all within 10 yards. Which is fun. All right, let's speak with the pet trainer. I'm expecting to see some stuff.
What brings you here?
Yep, great stamina and natural armor. Those are awesome. Those are also very expensive. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that is quite a lot. We need 125 training points, so sorry, Ripper, you're gonna have to wait on that for a bit. So we'll go check out this other quest real quick. I don't think I have anything else to grab from the bank or anything like that. Compendium of the Fallen.
What brings you here?
Ah, Scarlet Monastery quest. Yeah, we're going to pick this up. Doesn't look like we're going to get anything in return, but it's going to be some experience and some gold. This is probably within the library, if I had to guess. Anytime you're sent to the Scarlet Monastery and told to get a book or something like that, you're probably going to the library, so that certainly makes sense. Let's run a quick scan. Let's see what some of this stuff is now worth. Including the shellfish. I'm very interested in seeing what these shellfish are worth. And they went from 45 to 6 silver, so that's rough. Yeah, we're gonna post these boots one time, but I highly doubt anybody's gonna buy these. And we're gonna sell our leather. I feel like we can get more. I feel like we can get a little bit greedy here. Get some more out of this heavy leather. Yeah, man, looks like all this stuff is selling more to a vendor now. Which is definitely a shame.
Peace, friend.
So, I don't know if we could have sold it for a higher price anyway. Or if that's just kind of how the market was temporarily. But our inventory is cleared out. We're going to pick up our arrows, and I think we're going to call it a day. Hello, Kuna. What do you got for us? Dirty recurve bow, slightly, like very slightly better. Also faster, which is kind of what we don't want. So jagged arrows was what we're looking at for level 40. 9 silver per stack is a lot more than the 270 we're, paying right now. But all right.
We shall.
We are all filled up. And I think we are ready to head back out. Gonna have to remember to train up the beast training. Ooh, something else gotta think about. New ranks of bite. Let's go ahead and look this up on Petopia. Let's see, bite 5, pet level 32. Yeah, we can learn that right now. Question is, do we want to learn it right now? Looking at what we'd have to tame, we'd have to either go to the Badlands, or back to 1,000 Needles, or back to the Arathi Highlands. So I don't think this one is going to happen. I think we're fine with what we have right now. I'm not like super in a rush to make sure that our abilities are constantly updated. So stuff like we're going to need to update dive eventually. We just updated Screech, I think. Yeah, we're not getting the last rank of Screech until like 48. We're not getting Dive 2 until 40. So I think waiting until 40 is going to be the way to go. Yeah, we'll wait till level 40. We'll pick up some new pet abilities and some new arrows, the mount, everything. Alright guys, that's going to do it for me for today. In the next one, we are going to go back to Decilis. We're going to turn in the quest with the Gelkis. We're going to slay some more Magrim probably, and possibly some more Kolkar, we'll see. Depends how crowded those areas are. We need those ears, and then we can finally head north and take on the demons. And who knows, we might have another episode after that too. I'm kind of enjoying my time in Decilis right now. I feel very odd in saying that, but I've been really enjoying this place, unironically. So we're going to keep this thing going. I'll see you guys in the next one, and appreciate you guys so much for watching. Take care.